Alright, welcome back everybody. So today is the end of the line for some of our chickens here, our meat birds. We did 15 or 16 a couple weeks ago. We had some that we wanted to grow out a little bit bigger, so I didn't get a chance to do the video then. So we're going to do it today. First things first, the birds, they got to be off feed for at least 8 hours, so which they don't get a last meal basically. You know, so because if you have feed and the intestines and all that, it can contaminate the bird and it makes a big mess when you're processing them. So first things first, like I said, they got to be separated and taken off feed. I mean, they need to have plenty of water. So we've left some of ours in the chicken house. I started to let them out this morning because I got a little holding area here. So put them in there with water and all that. So they're pretty good sized birds, almost too big. So I got my little processing area set up over here. Need a lot of water. We got 2 garden hoses. We have a motorized plucker here set up. We got a scolder here, which is way too hot. I want it about 160 degrees. So just some boiling water. Yeah, I want it to say it's 180, so I turn that down. A little bit. Now we got a killing cone here. The bird goes in there upside down, and you know, we do our thing, which I'm not going to show that because we'll probably get kicked off YouTube or something like that. So we won't show that part, which is not the part I don't like doing. But like I said, there's no pleasantry in doing this, but it's going to be done by somebody. You know, and in a factory setting, it's probably a lot worse than it is here. So we got a table set up with sanitizer for knives and all that. And then last thing, after you get them processed, we've got 2 big containers here with ice. Because after they're all finished, they need to be chilled in ice for about 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. And then after they're chilled down, you don't want to throw them directly in the freezer because it'll kind of ruin the meat. So we're going to chill them down in ice for about 4 to 6 hours. And then we'll actually got a vacuum seal. We'll vacuum seal them, and then we'll throw them in the freezer, and then they're ready to go. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started here. So like I said, I'm not going to show the actual killing of the birds. Like I said, you guys can look up that, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube because I know somebody will probably flag me or something else. So so we'll go ahead and omit that part, but you guys know what's happening for the most part, and then we'll start processing them here. All right, so I want to make sure there's no signs of life on the bird. Then we're going to dunk him in, and you want to make sure there's no signs of life because this thing is 160 degrees. So on this, what this does, it loosens all the feathers, so that way when we put it in the plucker here, and I only want to leave it in there for about 30 to 45 seconds. So once we take him out, we'll put him in the plucker here and get all the feathers off. You gotta turn this on first. Just turn it back. So not all the feathers will come off, so some of them have to be kind of cleaned up by hand, so that's where we're at right now. Alright, so we're at the last phase of this project here. So we've got the birds, saw that cut there of my mother-in-law, trimming them out and taking all the entrails and all that stuff out. So after that, we put them, I got some big containers here with ice because you want to chill them down below 40 degrees and like kind of age them for a little bit for about 4 to 6 hours. So it's Sophia's home now, as you can see, so it's after 6 o'clock. So we got them here where we got a little tarp over them. We're going to pull them out and then we're going to bag them. These bergs, I have a vacuum sealer, but once they get over like 7.5 pounds, you can't get an 11-inch vacuum bag. You can't get them in there. Like we had to struggle last time. Yeah. So we're just going to use regular bags and zip tie them and then freeze them. Then we'll probably use these ones first over the vacuum settings that we had last time. Because like I said, we let these go a little bit. These are probably 14 or 15 weeks because these were those Red Rangers or whatever. So most of them. Then we had a couple small of the Cornish crosses that we let go, which they're not too huge.
I don't think it's big enough.
I think they'll go through. We'll make it fit. So we'll put these in there. Nothing goes to waste. Chicken feet. So like my in-laws are from China and they like chicken feet and chicken necks. And last but not least, the chicken heads. So nothing good. I mean, everything I didn't show it earlier. I was gonna do it, but I got ahead of myself. The feathers, the blood, all that stuff, all the guts and all that. we put that, I buried that out in the field here, so that all goes back into the ground, so nothing goes in the garbage, nothing gets wasted, and everything goes back to what it's supposed to be. So.
You want to show the chickens?
So these are what they look like dressed out. So this looks like something just like you get from the grocery stores at this point. So, yeah, those are fun.
You don't want to use this. You have this one now.
Let's use it too.
Okay.
So they're pretty big birds. Like we had the last batch that we had. I mean, a lot of those dressed out like at 7.5 pounds. I think the smallest ones were actually like at 5.5. So and then I'm gonna do another video on the whole economics of this operation and if it's worth it or not, which some of us will say it's not, and also with the eggs too. So we're gonna bag the rest of these up here and call it a day. I gotta go do some disking down at the other property and all that, get ready for planting new hay ground. So that's pretty much start to finish. I know with a lot of it didn't explain it, but you can kind of get the gist of it. So that's pretty much butchering chickens, packaging them. Like I said, it's a pretty nice product, I think, you know, for us. So we've had, I think we did have like 40 birds this year. So this is, I've actually got an infrared thermometer. I'm like, those my closing, but so you want to get them below 40 degrees. And like I said, I'm at 33. Right there, even the bird. I mean, the bird's that one's out of the water. So, yeah, 40, 39. So it's good. You can get. I just bought this morning down at Tractor Supply for like $9.99. So nice little digital thermometer, infrared thermometer that I can use for the other business too. So I mean, with working on stuff. So yeah. So below 40 is the key. As soon as you can. But anyways, I was closing there, but. But again, that's kind of start to finish butchering process with meat birds. We're going to follow up on this video with kind of what it costs as far as time, feed, what the birds cost. And I mean, chickens are going up at the store. I mean, we was down at Giant Eagle, which is kind of our more kind of a premium grocery store around here. And for like a 4 or 5 pound bird down there now, they're getting like $16, you know, for a free range bird of this quality. I mean, probably not this quality. But in line basically, I mean they're up to in the stores now. They're up to $15-16 a bird. So I mean if I was going to sell these, I'd probably ask close to 20. I mean for the bigger ones, I mean some of these probably dressed out. I mean at possibly 8 pounds. I mean I'd probably be at $25 on one of these birds. They look like small turkeys. So. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for the updates. Like the video. And stay tuned for more. We got a lot more stuff coming down the line here. And like I said, thanks for watching and all support. We'll see you next time.